Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, does not cost you anything. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect, volunteer. I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Gemini, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here we have a 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is going to go with our Prince of Wands that volunteered out of the card. And I wonder if this means something, right? Because this is a lot of energy given to something. You're being very generous with your attention, with your efforts, with your vitality. You're putting a lot of energy into something. And I wonder if you kind of volunteered for it. And this is kind of your commitment to it. This is, now, maybe, sometimes in these readings we have an issue of whether something's happening in the past, present, or the future, okay? I feel like these readings are timeless, which means that really the energies that we're talking about, it may be something for some of you that has already happened. You could be in any particular phase of these readings. All right. Any one of these kind of stages could be where you are currently. This volunteering with all of this effort and energy, maybe this hasn't happened yet. Okay. Maybe this is something that you're already recognizing. Oh, yeah. Yep. That's what I've done. Right. So let's put this into some context and see what is going on, if this is something that has already happened or something that you might be expecting in the future. Okay. It is something that you're committing to. Now, when I say volunteering, it's not like it's not like you're going to work for some charity. Maybe you are, but this is really something that you willingly and intentionally enter into, knowing that you're going to have to put in a lot of effort. Okay, could be a new job, could be a new relationship. We'll see. See, even that Devil card. That's ambition. That's endurance. This is a mountain that you're climbing, right? And this, I'm excited. And we got an Ace of Swords. So there's no doubt. The commitment here, you knew full well what you're getting into. You knew how much work it would be. You're putting in all of your effort. You're giving something 110%. And with the Prince of Wands, you're showing up every day to do it. Okay? But this is something that is leading you somewhere. The Devil card underneath here, you're doing it for a reason. You're doing it to get to a higher level. You're doing it to transcend, to transform. There's the Death card, the Five of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Princess of Cups, Four of Swords, and Three of Wands. Very cool. You're being led to your higher self, your own kind of spiritual identity, right? And that's going to have a lot of implications. First, of course, Five of Pentacles. This is a situation that's going to improve your financial, your physical life. This could be really a situation about health and fitness too. We think of all this fire energy, we start to think of going to the gym, exerting ourselves, really being intentional, being strict, being focused, being disciplined in order to improve our health and well-being. Okay? And in that case, the Five of Pentacles will be that kind of physical fitness, right? And this is something that we're working on, something that we're looking to improve. Yeah. This could also be financial. This could be a new job, new career. This could be you saying, I'm going to start that business and I'm going to put in all of this effort and I'm going to pull myself out of this hole. I'm going to improve my life and the lives of the people I care about. Okay. This is really good. We also see that your emotional and intellectual life also needs a little bit of improvement, right? So I feel like this is something that you're very focused on. You're very ambitious with this thing, because it's going to improve this physical component, either finances or fitness, right? Your health or your wealth, or both. But what we see indicated by the death card is that this is not just something that you're doing to improve your health or your wealth. This is improving your entire being. This is you really pushing forward with this new kind of holistic approach to life. So we see the emotional and the intellectual life being affected, right? So I think that this is perhaps some kind of like unexpected side effects here. Is going to be the real, I think, the real connections that you're making, right? Communication on the intellectual plane, but then emotional too. More intimacy. Maybe this is something where you're going to find a lot more joy and love and spiritual, emotional connections in life generally. Especially with the Princess of Cups here, I feel like this is you kind of starting something new, following new kind of inspired desires, right? These unconscious wants and needs that we didn't realize. And maybe in a very simple way, this is this amazing opportunity to improve your physical existence, your health and your wealth, and to start pursuing this deeper dream that you have. So we thought, okay, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to start making some money. It's going to be good. This is like, wow, not only am I making money, but I'm able to manifest my dream. I'm really able to pursue my kind of higher vision of life, my dream life, you know? And this is obviously the Princess of Cups. We're starting to manifest that dream. We're realizing that your dream now, it's coming true. So I don't know. I don't feel like this has happened yet. I feel like something absolutely amazing is about to happen in your life. And it's going to have results beyond just the immediate solution to the physical troubles that we're in, whether it's financial or physical health, whatever it is. Whatever our intention is to improve this 5, to stabilize this. What we're seeing is a lot of other very pleasant side effects here. And this is a good problem to have. You're here doing this perfectly good work, thinking of that, you're going to stabilize. Let's say it's a financial situation. Okay, good. The bills are going to get paid. I'm going to start getting out of debt. Then you realize that it's so much more than this. That maybe the getting out of debt or the earning more money or something really opens up other opportunities for us to manifest this dream. And with the Force here, I kind of feel like this is a dream on hold. This is your heart and mind that are, kind of on hold. You're doing what you need to do in order to fix this problem. But this stuff was still on hold. Well, I think that it's over here now because this is being reactivated. We're thawing out this heart. We're getting this mind moving again. And so we're realizing that there's a bigger transformation at play here. We're not just stabilizing this 5 of Pentacles into a 4 of Pentacles, or hopefully a 6 of Pentacles. That's not all we're doing. We're doing so much more. We're getting our heart and our mind, we're getting our soul and spirit moving again, right? And I think we're really learning about who we truly are and what we truly want. This is the identity. This is really the power to act. And so when you've gotten, whether it's physical or financial, having this solution, that alone gives you this power to realize, hey, I can manifest what I need in life. I have the power. If I commit myself, if I give it 100%, I can do just about anything that I want. I can fix the problems. I can make progress. I can reach my goals, right? And so now we're realizing that we've got deeper goals than just, I gotta fix the finances this month, We have a lot more to us than just that. And I think this is really that one event. This is that amazing thing that opens up all these other doors for you. Now let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We're just going to set it down over here. We're going to put Robo-Duck right there on top. We don't have a name yet for RoboDuck. That's one of the newest additions to our gang here. If you have any suggestions for a name, send them on in. Put them in the comments. If you feel like you know what that mystery card is, send in your answers. Put it in the comments. All right? Let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise of intuition. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the major arcana that we have. First of all, we have the Death card and the Devil card, right? These are two of the scariest cards of the tarot, but they are the most powerful. This is change. The Death card is all about change. It's slow and steady evolution of the universe, the way that the universal energy it flows. It's always in flux. There's always motion going on. Okay? It's the card it's change. They should have called it change, right? But death is more striking. It captures our attention easier. We're calling it death, right? It's transformation. It's rebirth. It is a resurrection. It is evolution. It is progress. It is the entire universe moving forward, right, toward a purpose. And maybe we don't know the purpose. Maybe it's a really long-term kind of plan, but it's moving forward towards something. The Devil card is, in this case, it's our relationship with change. It's us realizing that we've got this universal momentum, and now the devil hitches a ride on this. We realize that we can use the natural forces and energies around us to make our own kind of earthly progress, as well as be in harmony with this spiritual energy, right? It's kind of like when our path, our will, is in harmony with the universal will, with the divine will, right? When our Tao, right, our way, is in harmony with the Tao of heaven, right, with the way of the universe, then we have like that entire inertia behind us. Then it's really the wind in our sails, right? I feel like that's what's going on here. But I feel like you started it, you know? So we got the major arcana. We have the ambition to climb up this hill. And what you're climbing toward, maybe we don't know exactly what we're climbing toward. Sometimes this card is really about us not really worried about where we're going, but just making sure we know what we're leaving behind. You know, it's about kind of letting go sometimes, that card. Yeah. And so I feel like that's part of this, is letting go of a lot of things that are weighing us down. When you're climbing a mountain on your goat, you don't want to have a lot of unnecessary stuff, right? Baggage and you don't want it to be too heavy, right? So we're letting go of a lot of things we don't need on this journey. And that's allowing us to flow easier, to be lighter, to achieve more, to put more miles in a day, you know? And anyway, we've got a lot of fire energy. We've got quite a bit of water. And we've got quite a bit of air. It's really balanced, really, right? I mean, we've got 3 fires, and we've got 2 waters, we've got 2 airs, we've got our earth energy. And so, really, this is you're learning the secret. I think you're focused on one particular problem, finances, kind of health. We've got one kind of goal. We have a really clear mind that just says, look, right now in my life, I just need to focus on this, whatever this is. And you're putting all of your effort into it. 110% is put into this, okay? And this might be your finances, it might be your career, job kind of situation, it might be your health, your fitness, your well-being. It might be literally like making repairs to your house or something, okay? You're putting in all your effort and you're showing up every day. You're really committed to doing this. But what you don't see, or what kind of happens above and below, right? If your awareness is looking forward, this is happening above you and in you. You're making this spiritual progress and you don't even know it, right? You're thinking very practical here. I got to fix that 5 of Pentacles. That's the fence. That's the house, the foundation. That's the finances. That's my, my fitness or whatever. And we're making all of this really spiritual progress at the same time. And, well, I don't want to skip around, but let's talk about the Princess of Cups. This is, for one thing, this card's in the position of your environment, okay? And, and this is the, you're learning the secret. I think you're focused on one particular problem, finances, kind of health. We've got one kind of goal. We have a really clear mind that just says, look, right now in my life, I just need to focus on this, whatever this is. And you're putting all of your effort into it. 110% is put into this, okay? And you're putting all of your effort and you're showing up every day. You're really committed to doing this. But what you don't see, or what kind of happens above and below, right? If your awareness is looking forward, this is happening above you and in you. You're making this spiritual progress and you don't even know it, right? You're thinking very practical here. I got to fix that 5 of Pentacles. That's the fence. That's the house, the foundation. That's the finances. That's my, my fitness or whatever. it's also about your relationships, your relationship with the environment. And a lot of this card is about recognizing the signs that are around you. You're climbing up this mountain. Are you paying attention to what's around you? Are you seeing, I know we're thinking kind of horizontally here. We're thinking, I need to make progress here, forward, linearly. It's very logical, right? But then within you, there is this spiritual ascent, this spiritual activation taking place, this grand rising that's taking place. Are you recognizing the different landscape? The higher and higher you get up this mountain, are you recognizing the signs and symbols along the way? Are you recognizing those things that Spirit puts in your path to encourage you or to confirm things for you or to send messages to you? Yeah. I also feel like this card is about you opening your eyes, again, to the different landscape, the different signs and symbols as you rise, but then also realizing that where you're headed is really a kind of a deep, like lifelong dream that you've had. Okay, so it's kind of like life is leading you somewhere. The universe, Spirit is leading you somewhere. You thought it was just that Five of Pentacles, fix that thing. But there's so much more going on. Where are you really going? Right? Where are you really headed right now? And can you see the signs? And are you following the signs? Yeah. Are you following them? I feel like you are primed and ready for this really magical, absolutely amazing experience. You are emptied. Your mind is, I'm not calling you an airhead. Your mind is empty. You're not you're not trying to make, it's almost like you're not complaining. You know, you have a clear mind. You're not asking questions. You're not trying to like figure everything out. You just have this commitment. You say, I know what I'm doing and this is what I'm doing. I'm showing up every day, putting in all my efforts. You're not classifying things. You're not judging things. You're not weighing things. You're not trying to analyze things. Right? We're not using our mind right now to separate things out in the world. It's just effort and action. It's impulse, will, commitment, and the results of that. This is the flow of creation. And you're tapping into this magical power here. And you're realizing that this is how you get things done, both in a very earthly, horizontal, practical way, but also in the emotional, intellectual, spiritual sense. This is the act of creation. So we don't want our mind meddling into things. This is, in one very real way, this is you being in the moment. Right? This is you being in the moment. And what we need to do is try to always stay in the moment, not worry about the future, not worry about the past, but use this Four of Swords to calm our mind down, especially when we have this fire to earth kind of circuit board put together. We don't want any interference from our mind. We don't want to start making judgments or distinctions or even putting values on things and classifying things into good things or bad things, or especially with what you're doing in the physical realm with the Five of Pentacles. We don't want to start using kind of negative language on ourselves. We're thinking, I didn't do so good today. I must be a failure, right? We don't want to start judging ourselves, right? So we're trying to kind of suspend that kind of mental activity, right? And what we see with the Ace is a purity. It's a clarity of mind. You don't have questions. You're not asking questions. You're not waiting for answers. You're receiving this divine energy. And this is like an antenna on the top of your head, right? You're receiving the certainty, the clarity that's allowing you to go forward here and just act and get results. You're not thinking about doing it. You're doing it. Okay? And you're making long-term progress. Whatever you're doing with the Five of Pentacles is affecting the rest of your life. It is making long-term results happen. There are consequences for this Five of Pentacles that you don't realize yet. Okay? And that's the amazing thing. But I don't want to get you distracted from this. This is where your focus is. And you realize that by doing this, at least I think you're starting to realize, that this effort here is changing the rest of your life. And that's why this is such an amazing thing. It's this clarity and this commitment, this realization that this is what you need to be doing right now. And this is the stepping stone to everything else. It's the stepping stone to you manifesting your dreams, right? Your dreams. Now, let's focus on the path of the serpent. And as we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It does not cost you anything. And it helps out the channel. I really do appreciate that. Okay. The Four of Pentacles, or the Four of Cups, I mean. This is realizing that there is a dream within you that needs to be expressed, that needs some sort of motion. There's no motion here. This is a contentedness that we're not content with anymore. You know, this is a stability that we really are starting to realize that we want more than this, right? We want to shake things up. We want to feel something. We kind of like the Five of Pentacles because, all right, that's something for me to direct my energy towards, something for me to do, something for me to manifest, because it feels like progress. Here, there's no progress. We're not going backwards, but there's no progress either. This is a boat on the ocean. It's not sinking, no holes in the boat, but we're also not going anywhere, right? So it's not bad, but it's not good either. And so I think we're realizing that we want emotional fulfillment as well as this physical thing we're doing. And I think it's through this physical thing that we're realizing our own power. And that's the end with the Three of Wands. Realizing, recognizing our own power to act. This is the will that manifests on whatever plane we're talking here. The intellectual plane, the emotional plane, the physical plane. The fire comes first, right? The fire, the will, the inspiration, the idea, impulse to behavior, right? We have the impulse and then we implement some sort of change, some sort of action. This is your power to act, okay? It's your power to act. And we realize that it's through a series of these actions that we really are in harmony with the change. It's only when we don't act. See, we got the fours here. That's non-action. And I don't really mean that in a kind of Taoist, wu-wei non-action kind of thing. Because non-action it's still action. I don't like the translation of wu-wei as being non-action. I like more talking about it being effortless action, spontaneous action, harmonious action, but it's still action. It's not refraining from doing anything. Like we see on the Rider-Waite Four of Cups, not doing anything, sitting there under the tree like this, when Spirit's bringing us all this, the goblet, the grail, right, full of water, and we're just sitting here like this, we don't want it, pouting or whatever. That's inaction, that's non-action. Spontaneous action, I think, is what we see here. To me, this is Wu-Wei. That we're doing things in such a harmonious way, we're not trying to interfere with the process using our intellect. We have a clarity of mind. Our minds are empty, right? But we're doing what needs to be done effortlessly, in harmony with the process of change, the way, the Tao of the universe here. Okay. So anyway, the Four of Cups. Yeah, we realize that that we need to act, but we need to act in a way that is in harmony, part of the flow. And part of that flow, realizing the flow, is the Princess of Cups, knowing what the signs and the symbols are and kind of effortlessly flowing into the next thing and the next thing and making decisions, not with a lot of mental interference. We still kind of like the Four of Swords, right, which is just not interfering. Things are balanced, things are just, there doesn't have to be agreement, but we're just not meddling in this flow of energy. Okay? And I feel like it's a very creative flow of energy. I feel that what you're doing here is, it's creative because it is natural, it is spontaneous, it is flowing forth from you. It's only when we start interfering with the mind, we start meddling with things mentally, that we get out of that creative zone. Okay. Well, let's look at the mystery card now. Let's see. I can't believe it's already been 25 minutes. Sometimes I feel like I ramble. What do we need from this card? Well, I want to see more water energy. I want to see a 9, 10 of cups. Maybe a 3 of cups would be okay. I want to see some, I think I'd go for a 5 of cups even right now. I want to see the motion. I want to see the movement. I want to see that we are acting effortlessly and spontaneously, that we are letting everything flow, not just with this physical goal, the health or the wealth thing that we're focused on now, but with our desires, with our love, with our experience of the world. Yeah. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Here we go. It's upside down. It's a 10 of swords. The 10 of swords really is what happens when we meddle too much. Okay? And I feel like, because this looks like betrayal, right? It looks like something is ruined. It looks like we got stabbed in the back. We're taking a dirt nap here, right? But what I say with this card usually is I don't say anybody's out to get you. I say we did this to ourselves. I say we stabbed ourselves in the back. We betrayed ourselves, right? By letting our mind interfere with this flow of our creative will and our creative energy. This is the mind that stops and say, well, why are we doing that? Should we do something else? What is the meaning of this? Is this what we really want? What's the value here? You know, we start to separate things mentally. We start to put things in categories and pigeonholes. And pretty soon that's all we're doing is categorizing things. Naming things, right? The name that can be named is not the eternal name. Anyway, we don't want to stab ourselves in the back here. So I think a big part of this, I kind of think you're like a worrywart, you know? I think that you may tend to overanalyze things a little bit. And the important thing here is that this is really an amazing energy. We see the settled mind already here and here. Don't lose that, right? Don't lose that. And the 10 of Wands is here to emphasize, 10 of Swords is here to emphasize that we don't want to disrupt the harmony and clarity that we feel mentally now. Because you do have a tendency to kind of interfere with your own progress, right? A little bit of self-sabotage, a little bit of self-betrayal, right? So let's make sure we keep this out of there, because what we have here instead is very, very nice. Okay. Now we're going to do an extended reading if you want to stick around. There's a link up here in the corner. There's one at the end of the video, and there's one down in the video description. You can't miss it. There's links everywhere. Okay. New readings for Gemini every Monday and Friday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. I'm here every day. Come on back. See me tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. Does not cost you anything. Leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I like to see how worldwide our community is getting. It really is inspiring to see all of you out there. I really mean that. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.